This is the Sphinxer Cell, and I wanted to bring today a little thing that I did a while back. Started in school. I had this infotech class, and that gets boring. So available programs like this, Microsoft Word, and I got to making guns out of these things. You go to Insert and Shapes. So out of the things you see here, and I don't use a majority of them, I was able to build a lot of different kinds of guns. And this was my first go at it, the G23. It's pretty unrealistic as it is now. Later in the video, or if there's a part two, there's a redone Glock 19, which looks way better. So there's gonna be two parts. There's the unrealistic series of guns that I built, and then the realism series where I based them off pictures. So the unrealistic series is one's based entirely off memory. So this one is off memory. The trades, I think I looked at a real one on the internet, and I have a bunch of them. So this is the Glock 23 rendition in black. Then we got a suppressor with a tack light, and to do things like to make these guns, I should probably go over first. I'll show you is that they are made out of many parts. They're just made out of a bunch of parts, and then some of the parts, I don't think any on this gun are like custom made, where I would click on the shape, and I go to edit shape, edit points, and then you can custom make the shape itself. And that's what I had to do on some of the realism series, but the unrealism series are pretty simplistic with blocks and shapes and just resizing them and coloring them with what was available in here. And then later we'll get into texturing and stuff like that. So there's a suppressor, tack light, yeah, I already showed that. Suppressor with light and chrome, and this kind of chrome where it looks shiny like that, you go into format, shape effects, and then you select that. It looks shiny. You can choose different things, but yeah, I'm using Microsoft Word just because it was available during school, and I found it to work really well. So I don't have actual thing to build this stuff. So here's one with the slide cocked open, black smoke, and the bullet in the spare mag. Silver with just the light. Then we have a silver laser. To make a laser, you just draw a line, and you go into shape effects, glow, and then you select the color. So you can have a green laser. Well, these are just the glow, so red, and then make the line red. So that's how you make a laser. I will be showing how to make most of this stuff. Oh, and fiber optics works the same as the laser. You just make the shape different. So this is the striker model of the Glock that I made up. It was actually a joke between me and my friends in class. It is I'm making fun of the Mortal Kombat character Striker, who like shines a light in your face and has a gun. That guy's such a douchebag. But anyway, like this is just a joke on him, but it's the badass series is the Striker. That's the series I'm going for. And I extended the slide, did some weird stuff. Extended mag, fiber optics, laser. There's another one. Here's the striker in 45. See, I made the trigger guard bigger, made the ejection port bigger, changed the serrations, made the slide. I think the slide's the same size. Made the mag bigger, and I put a green laser and red fiber optics. Hold on, I'm not ready for this yet. Oh yeah, these were like the very first ones I did, where the AKs completely based off memory. These are pretty crappy. There's the realism series has an AK, so that's good. I can't find the max. Where are the max? Oh, here they are. All right. So the Mac 10s, unrealism. I did the first go at 3D. It looks, I don't know, pretty unrealistic. But this is the Mac. I nicknamed it Black Brick because I've heard about that before. And then we got the Black Brick spitting out some bullets, the empty shells, looking like 3D and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. And there's actual like fake rounds coming out, and then the black smoke, just fun. Then we have the Dirty Mac, And I have a pimp series. Not a lot have pimped, but the Dirty Mac is an Ice Cube song, so this is Ice Cube's Dirty Mac. Instead of a charging handle, it's got a diamond. It's gold plated. It's got these gold rings on the grip. And this wasn't the first pimp gun, but it is. Most of the pimps have this kind of stuff. It's got a really long extended mag for the Dirty Mac. We got the cop sniper. This is like an M40 sniper, whatever. I don't know what it is, but this one was pretty fun to make. It's got the bolt. You know, it's pretty cool. It says SWAT on it. Scope, the bullets. So that was pretty easy to make. We got the pimp version of that. So it's all pimped out. It says "Fuck the Police." Ice Cube song again. And, you know, put purple on there for some pimp stuff, and then see-through mag with some crappy looking bullets. And I tried to put a spring, something that looked like a spring in there. Got the scoped version, pretty cartoonish with diamonds as the actual telescopic part. Chinese AK looking like crap. What do we got? This was probably the last unrealistic thing I made was the Colt 1911. And I was just so unhappy with the way it turned out that it inspired me to start making the realism series, which was the first realism gun I made was the 1911, and it turned out amazing. And I did a bunch of different skins for it. There's a gold AK in the crap version, based on memory. There's a slightly better AK that I tried to mag pull, like the beta project, turned out pretty bad. Military version of the sniper rifle with the wrapper on the scope, and the bullets are covered up in the right colors. I like this one. The Mossberg shotguns, not really based entirely off the Mossberg. I just wanted the kind of a heat shield type tube, and then the thing on top. So this is like the Mossberg series with the shells. It's got a stock and stuff. It's tacked out pretty much. Then the short barrel. I like that one. It's cool. The tactical in chrome with fiber optics and a laser on the tube. To make things like this, you like select one. Then you hit Control D on your keyboard. Control D, and it'll just keep doing that over and over again. You make more, and then I think I had to position these. So yeah, and this one's got a shadow behind it. I just now realized you can put shadow effects on them and stuff. You don't really need to. The regular shotgun, I think this has a special coloring effect or lighting effect on the silver parts. This was like a Terminator I built. He's got an AK and a cigarette. He turned out pretty cool. What is this? Oh yeah, the pimp version of the Glock. Different sliding serrations, diamond front sight. Pimpin' G-Funk was the name of this one. And this is with the rings. This is actually, I think, the first pimped out gun. So this one's got the gold rings on it. And that was the first go at pimping. And then the remaining AK looking like crap. So this was the Unrealism series. I'd say the good ones are the sniper rifle, the Glock. Turned out really cool. The Mossbergs turned out really nice. And yeah, so now we're going to get into the realism. I'm going to start first with the 1911s, since that was the first thing. The first realism thing I did was 1911s. So we're going to take a look at those. But once I get into like the really good stuff with actual texturings, I'm going to do a different part on that. So the regular 1911s first.